The Monster with 21 Faces case in Japan, 1984 to 1985, involved extortion and police pursuit. The group's identity remained unknown, leaving authorities and the public baffled. Despite a massive investigation, the case was abandoned in 2000 without a resolution. This real-life mystery continues to captivate researchers and remains one of Japan's most perplexing and bizarre cases. In this video, we delve into the enigma of the monster with 21 faces, so let's investigate it together. The nightmare began for Katsuhisa Izaki, the new president of Izaki Glico, on a Sunday afternoon in March 1984. Two gunmen entered his estate in Ashiya City, Japan, where they tied up his mother and demanded the key to his family's building. They swiftly entered his mansion, held his wife and children at gunpoint, and forcefully took naked Izaki from his bathroom. The masked men ignored money offers and kidnapped Izaki, leaving his wife and children tied up. Kidnappers held Katsuhisa Izaki captive in a warehouse near his residence for 3 days. After the kidnappers escaped, Izaki's wife freed herself and alerted the police. A strange phone call reached a Glico executive the next day. The call featured a pre-recorded message of Izaki giving directions to a letter and revealing the abduction. The kidnappers had coerced Izaki into recording this message and threatened him by claiming they had also abducted his wife. The directions led to a ransom note demanding 1 billion yen and 100 pounds of gold, totaling $10 million in 1984's rates. Surprisingly, the kidnappers never collected the ransom from the designated location. However, 3 days after his captivity, Izaki escaped the warehouse. Few weeks after the kidnapping, the kidnappers lit Glico's vans on fire and sent letters to newspapers criticizing the police force. A container of hydrochloric acid was found in a Glico building. On May 10, 1984, Glico received a letter from the monster with the 21 faces. A fictional character inspired this nickname. The letter threatened to poison Glico's products with potassium cyanide and place them on store shelves. According to this letter, "To Japanese police fools, are you stupid? There's so many of you, what on earth are you doing? If you are a real pro, try catching me. There's too much handicap, so I will give you a hint. There's no fellows in the Izaki's relatives, there's no fellows in Nishinamiya police, there's no fellows in the flood fighting corps. Car I used was gray, and the food was bought a day. If you want new info, beg for it in the newspaper. After telling you all this, you should be able to catch me. If you don't, you are tax thieves. Shall I kidnap the head director of the prefectural police?" In response, Glico recalled all its products, leading to substantial financial losses and the dismissal of over 400 part-time employees. Despite tests confirming no poison, the company suffered losses of $130 million from this threat alone. As the threats from the criminal group escalated, a glimmer of hope emerged in the form of a CCTV video. Despite Glico recalling all its products, a candy box belonging to the company was found on a supermarket shelf, captured by CCTV. The footage revealed a man placing the box back on the shelves, earning him the nickname the Video Man. However, the poor quality of the video made identification impossible. While the case remained unsolved, Glico received a final letter from the monster with the 21 faces, stating that they forgave Izaki and would no longer harass the company. Yet, the letter ominously hinted at their return in the future. Despite some researchers entertaining the notion of Izaki staging his kidnapping, it seems highly improbable considering the immense losses suffered by Glico, which could have led to bankruptcy. Glico's reputation and market share were severely impacted, benefiting other companies temporarily. However, the monster with the 21 faces didn't stop at Glico and went on to target more food companies. The case is also known as the Glico Morinaga incident, as Morinaga, a Glico competitor in the candy industry, became the next victim. Japan's candy and food industries endured extortion and poisoning attempts for over a year, causing significant turmoil. The monster with 21 faces targeted other food companies before January 1985, including Marudai Foods. They received a letter demanding money and instructions for the payment. An undercover officer participated in transferring the demanded money from Marudai Foods. During this incident, undercover police officers confronted a suspect and obtained detailed facial descriptions. The suspect was described as a man in a gray suit, approximately 1.75 to 1.80 centimeters tall, aged 35 to 45, with thin eyebrows and lips. Notably, his eyes were compared to a fox's, indicating possible Korean descent. However, the police missed an opportunity to arrest the suspect when he was waiting at Kyoto Station. 4 months after the Izaki Glico case, the monster with 21 faces targeted Morinaga, a competitor of Glico. They sent a letter to the moms of the nation, announcing their intention to place poisoned Morinaga candy on store shelves. This caused panic across Japan, leading to a nationwide search for tainted products in convenience stores. Police discovered 20 boxes with poisonous substances and warning signs. More extortion letters followed, threatening to poison products without warning labels. Morinaga faced recalls, reduced production, and loss of demand. The monster continued targeting other candy and food-related companies. In November 1984, they extorted House Food Corporation in a new letter. Months later, the fox-eyed man resurfaced in the Shiga prefecture during a cash delivery related to the house food extortion. Though spotted by agents, they were ordered not to pursue him. He fled, and later a Shiga officer encountered him in a parked station wagon. The fox-eyed man sped away, abandoning the car with stolen radio equipment. At this point, the police realized that the criminals could intercept their communications. The identity and motives of the monster with 21 faces remained unknown despite the nationwide manhunt. In January 1985, police focused their investigation on a man named Manabu Miyazaki, releasing a sketch to the public. Soon after, Fujiya Foods became another target. Manabu Miyazaki, a local Yakuza boss, became the prime suspect in the eyes of the police due to his resemblance to the sketch of the suspect and his past anarchist and anti-police activities. He had previously reported Glico's waste disposal practices. However, Miyazaki denied involvement in the Glico Morinaga case and provided a strong alibi for the sightings of the fox-eyed man. Therefore, the police never charged him in connection with the case. Miyazaki, who recently passed away, consistently denied involvement and even published an autobiography where the police sketch was used on the cover, possibly as a marketing strategy. While he may not have been the culprit, he had the motive and means to investigate the case and might have known the real monster with 21 faces all along. In August 1985, the monster with 21 faces persisted, while the police lacked leads. In August 1985, Police Superintendent Yamamoto of Shiga Prefecture committed himself by self-immolation after failing to capture the suspect suspected of being the mastermind behind the monster with 21 faces. On August 12, 5 days after this occurrence, the monster released its final communication to the media. Yamamoto of Shiga Prefecture Police died. How stupid of him. We've got no friends or a secret hiding place in Shiga. It's Yoshino or Shikata who should have died. What have they been doing for as long as 1 year and 5 months? Don't let bad guys like us get away with it. There are many more fools who want to copy us. No career. Yamamoto died like a man. So we decided to give our condolences. We decided to forget about torturing food-making companies. If anyone blackmails any of the food-making companies, it's not us but someone copying us. We are bad guys. That means we've got more to do other than bullying companies. It's fun to lead a bad man's life. Monster with 21 faces. After this letter, the monster with 21 faces was not heard from again. The case was closed but not solved. In 2000, the Japanese police closed the case of the monster with 21 faces due to the statute of limitations. The motives of the criminals remain unknown. Speculations include stock price manipulation or foreign spies destabilizing the country, but no conclusive evidence has been found. The mystery may never be solved. The mastermind behind the monster with 21 faces was either the fox-eyed man, the videotaped man, or Manabu Miyazaki. The monster with 21 faces manipulated others to carry out his commands, using threats and kidnappings. Although he started with a sense of moral restraint, his actions escalated over time. In his final letter, he hinted at his motives and paid respects to Superintendent Yamamoto. The monster's crimes were carefully planned and executed by a single individual, leaving a perplexing puzzle that stumped even the most skilled investigators, leaving them unable to solve the mystery. Subscribe to stay updated on more intriguing mysteries, and don't forget to share and like.